Howdy. Haruf. Can anyone else hear Haruf, or is it just
Negative.
now?
Yep.
I can hear you.
Okay. Much improved. Yeah, wow. No, I was saying it's always fun to start a space like this and then see all the bots that come in because they come in like real quick. And then you go and you check their activity and you find that they haven't done much of anything, you know? So you learn about them.
I'm not a bot.
All right.
I'm not a bot.
Bagman is. Look at him. Bagman, you might as well just get on up here, dude. We'll have a chat later. Yeah, there he is.
Hey, I'm a bot. I'm going on mute.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, we'll wait a second for Yayo, and then we'll get started. I'm here on time, so that's good. I'm 100% more sober than last week, so that's also good. Let me ping the lad and we'll find out what's going on. On again. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right. Hello, people.
Hello.
Hello. All right. Let's just get it started. We're getting going. Welcome back. Like I was saying, I'm 100% more sober than last time and here on time. So thank you for bearing with me on the last meeting. I don't know how my timeline got fucked up, but that's the way it is. Let's just start off with some announcements. For DorkFi, I can say with certainty that governance is coming, and I'd like to encourage you people, as well as anybody else who hears this, that taking part in governance and kind of just being active in general on DorkFi is probably going to be a big thing as we roll that out. It's certainly going to be a big opportunity to bring in additional people. So I'm looking forward to that. Also hoping that we'll see some unit movement, some the subtle stir of the unit, you know, just a little movement, left and right, up and down. I'm not sure. We'll see. I haven't seen a House of Voy update this week. Has anybody else seen a House of Voy update?
Nope.
Okay.
I saw Chris post share something on the Discord and said making progress or almost ready or some shit. The new
All right. There you go.
skins look pretty good.
It's he's making progress.
Yeah, there's 2 agendas here. Which one are we using?
26th January 26.
Yep, that's what I have 2
There's
of.
2 of those.
Oh, did Nuss copy one?
Yeah, I copied one. It should be should have been in the
There's
agendas.
there's one from 452 and one from 636.
The 452 is the one that I created before the meeting, so I would use that one.
That's what I'm going with.
Voy Wallet, haven't seen updates from him. I want to point out that it took weeks for him to provide me with a Snowball Swap logo. All I wanted to do was put a bikini on it when Grok was able to do those things. And it's very sad that he did not get that very fast. It's just a testimony to Zarmian's work ethic. Zarmian's other thing that's going on, AVM Studio. I know that we had some conversations with Scotty a couple of days ago, and he was saying how he's really enjoyed using it, but I haven't seen anything else major with it. For Fury, I spoke with Chris, and he said that Henrik is required for some of this tracking information, and that he's been engaged. He was waiting when I talked to him middle of last week on a credit card or something from Gov. So I don't know if they have like an official card that's required to be spun up, and pay for things, but maybe that's what's going on. But it does sound like he's around somewhere. Proposals. Anybody else have anything for the kind of general announcements of what's going on in the ecosystem? Okay. Proposals. No new proposals this week, I think. Although Nust did post something right before the meeting.
Yeah, I had the wrong one.
Oh,
The
yeah,
wrong one in
Nomadex
my
host.
copy.
Okay, Nomadex hosting costs are they waiting for revision or are they up for votes? Because you just posted them for vote.
Yeah, for vote, I haven't turned in the evaluation yet. I'm almost done with it, and I've just been reading through everything on it, trying to make sure it was right. But we can go ahead and vote on it though, unless you guys want to wait on it.
I'll just move it down to proposals needing votes. Also the consensus update. I need to move some things around a little bit. This passed. Okay. Let's see here. There's nothing that I've seen that needs evaluation or assignment. The Nomadex one could be voted on, but I think that last time we talked about it, it seemed like everybody was not inclined to pass it. Was there something else we were waiting for on that one or no?
No, he dropped the cost down to half, and I was doing the evaluation on it, and I put it up for vote, but I didn't start the thread on. I think I canceled the thread on it, so it's just sitting there idle. In
Oh,
Discord.
there's a thread. There's a thread for it in voting.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so he reduced the price and is still looking to just make it happen.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's We can just vote on it. Okay. Is there anything else that is waiting on votes? I don't think so, but just want to make sure.
No, we had the IQ, the prediction IQ one.
Yeah,
I emailed him.
We said that was a no, right?
Yep, I emailed him and told him to recommend him to join or to do the hackathon and submit for a retro after after it's got a product.
I saw you made a comment on that in the document. Did you email them too, or did you just comment in the document?
Yeah, you were in the email list too, so you should have one in your emails of what I sent him.
Oh, so yeah, so you just forwarded the comment in the document to them?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe that's what that was kind of strange. That was the first time I did that, and it had a little difficulty getting the email sent out. It told me it wouldn't let me do it at first, and then it did. So
Okay.
I don't know what
Yeah,
exactly.
I got the thing where you shared a document and the comment, the message regarding the document, and then I got another one that was kind of like a forward of it. So yeah, I mean it's gonna get to them, so it's fine.
Okay, cool.
As long as they're on this email chain, let's just verify what's their email.
It was like Jannin at Gmail. JIGNIN at gmail.com.
Okay. I don't think you sent anything directly to them. I think you just commented inside the document. So it might be good just to like make sure that you send a message directly to them to check so that they can check the document in case the document comments thing like goes to spam or something like that, you know?
Okay.
Because they're not on the recipient list. I see all of us and other people, but I don't see the actual person who submitted the application.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, he's in the editor. He was in the editor.
But you're just commenting on inside the document as opposed to like like emailing the individual. So I guess they can see it inside there. It's just I don't know. Is that what usually happens? Someone just comments inside the document so that they see it?
I don't know. That's the first time I emailed out other than giving the permissions. So
Okay.
I don't know how it does it.
All right. I guess it's not actually a comment in the document. It's just a forwarding of the document with the comment in the thing. I guess that works. Any other proposals that we need to talk about in this meeting?
Nope, nothing's came in. I know Bagman's got one coming. It's supposed to be coming in, and
He's always got one.
I think there was another one I heard wind of.
Which one are you talking about?
I think it was something with the along. You said you was going to get. I think it was a policy change, maybe. He was talking about it in the Voyager meeting last week. Saying something about getting a proposal put in for it. I wish I didn't have any paper with me. I would have wrote down a little note, but I didn't have nothing to write on.
I remember something too, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, it's not in yet. We'll figure it out. All right, open council discussion stuff. WAD as a payment option. Has that made its way to voting?
No, not yet.
Okay. Where is that one on the proposal process? It's not waiting on revision.
I think we're still in community review with it, and I think me and last week we was talking about it. I think right before you got there last week, and I think you and me was gonna kind of check it out and talk about we need to probably have a space or something and discuss it or a call, maybe get some of our key players in there. But I don't know. I think everything I got researching it. I mean, I don't see anything. Johnny Bear is the only one that I've seen with any negative feedback on
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like we should get yeah, go ahead, Scotcher.
I say, and Johnny Bear's feedback. I mean, I've known him a while. He's pretty thoughtful. Most of the negatives he has are no different than just giving out voy. Obviously, we discussed before. This is not that much different than someone just wanting the payment in voy, minting their own.
I
It's
mean,
actually
there's yeah, it is safer in the short term. There's some concerns like that anybody could have about this where there's kind of debt down the line, but let's face it, like people could call debts by selling a bunch of void at any time and we'd be SOL, in one shape, in one way or the other. So it's that for me is not the major concern. The concern overall is just like, does it make the most sense for the chain now? So I feel like we should for this thing, we should just get to a vote pretty soon because, I mean, it's unlikely, given the attendance and spaces and stuff like that, that we're going to have people just coming out of the woodwork to have conversations about this. But if you guys would like to, to do that still, we can try to set something up. It's gonna mostly just require somebody from Block Authority to mint WAD with the Treasury assets, since they're the ones who have control of the Treasury.
Well, the policy, it's just a policy proposal. So technically this is just to like give you guys the option, right? And then it would have to come through other proposals for you to actually act on it. So that's to at least address one of the concerns here from Johnny Bear. This isn't like hey, you guys are going to use, use WAD for every single proposal that comes through. You have to use your discretion as new proposals come through and people are asking for stablecoin payments. So, like, ultimately, you guys as the council will have the option. It's just an option, really, to go and pay certain proposals out in WAD if they so choose that they would like to be paid that way. And you'd have to do your kind of due diligence on whether or not you want to proceed in that way. This isn't like, hey, we're gonna go put our entire treasury on DorkFi and mint a bunch of WAD and and then we'll have all this debt that we have to pay back eventually. It's like just an option per per proposal basis. So it's just giving you the ability to do this.
Yeah. So I mean, like, let's just vote on it, and then people, if they have concerns about the usage of WAD, they can voice it during the times when we're actually going to be using it for a proposal. Because otherwise, it feels like it's just going to languish. I just don't believe we're going to have like a bunch of people showing up to have a conversation in a space or something right now. It's possible.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think I agree with you completely. I think we've had plenty of conversations on this.
Okay. So yeah, let's get that one just up for vote. There was something else though, Bagman, that you were going to bring up as like a procedural thing besides that. I just can't remember what it was.
Oh, I think it was probably to remove the design grants.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Like, there's no reason for, like, we're not gonna, as a community member and, you know, ecosystem head for the Voyager ecosystem meetings, I would strongly, you know, vote down or voice my opinion, since I don't have a vote, but voice my opinions that I wouldn't support paying for designs. And you know, I just think it's kind of a waste. Like, why even have it as an option if, like, none of us are willing to pay any amount of, you know, voy or anything else really for that matter, just simply for a design.
Yeah, it's clanker work these days, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me. So yeah, I can definitely submit that as a proposal, policy proposal, because I think, you know, based on conversations with each of you guys, I think, and just in common sense, like, why even offer it?
Does anybody have any like negative feelings about that?
No, I think it's a good
Nope.
idea.
Yeah, so like when we get that in, let's do kind of a precursory community review and then just let's vote on it because it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I'll get that submitted before the Voyager committee meeting this week, and then we can have a little discussion for the folks that join that meeting on it as well, for the record.
Cool. All right. So the old relay node payouts and relay visibility, we're still waiting. I've already brought up the fact that Henrik says that he's checking that stuff out, apparently, or he's beginning to check this stuff out. What else do we have for kind of open discussion this week?
That votes live for the Void Foundation on chain treasury operations policy.
Okay.
So it's in the voting section of Discord.
Cool. Anybody else have anything they really want to discuss this week? Have you guys had a chance to see the governance stuff for Dorkfi?
Negative.
Okay. You guys,
I have,
since it's
Pretty happy.
yeah, it appeared in the dork chat. If you guys want to just like see what we're working on, it's not the current up to date version that Bagman and I worked on today, but you're welcome at any time to just go to beta.dork.fi and check out the governance tab. We've been kind of pushing that along, and it's something that's going to be I think very helpful. The early votes are going to be very kind of incremental things that just kind of ensure that everybody in the community agrees with the direction that things are moving. But then we'll start getting into some bigger things, I think.
And yeah, would love feedback from you guys on it. Very close to, you know, pushing out. It will be just live on Voy first, and then eventually, in somewhat short order, we'll be offering, you know, the unit governance voting for Voy and Algo. And of course, there's NFT multipliers. So if you hold Dork V1, Chubb, or Dork V2, you'll have a multiplier effect on your voting power. So that's really exciting. And as Haruf had mentioned, we did make some make some updates and some changes to some things that are not in live production at the moment. But so there's a couple things that are going to be added there, some information, some more information about kind of like how the multipliers work and kind of what's there to be voted on, just a general FYIs.
Cute little image here and there, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the fun stuff. Since we're on the topic of governance too, I had sent kind of a preview version of the Void governance as well. Something that I had shown you guys a while back, probably like just before the new year, and Shelly and I are open to working on that with you guys as well, for a governance platform to replace your current voting system, which I believe is still straw poll, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll bring more transparency. The two people that have the link to it right now are Scotchka and Nuss, and you guys, if you want, I can. I might have shared it in here previously too, but I can send another preview link to each of you guys. But what I think would be helpful if you're interested in pursuing it and us, building it and managing it for you. And this is, separate from Dork5 governance. This would be, Void governance. I think maybe the best way to kind of move forward, since the folks that are most interested in it, it seems that way at least, are Nuss and Scotchka. If you guys will at least want to, maybe provide some feedback, or I don't know if you guys, everyone wants to hop on a call and sometime this week and just kind of provide some feedback of things that could be removed or simplified or added to streamline certain things. But what we would be doing would be Shelly and I would be working together to put together a build proposal that has different milestones baked into it, and of course this is more of like a collaborative effort, where we would need kind of your guys' feedback, and then we can put something out there that has some milestones attached to it, and kind of go that route.
Okay. Yeah. So, can we put any comments on that? Like, no, we can't really do that. Put comments on that on the demo, can we?
I don't. Yeah, there's no real way to put comments on the demo itself, other than like maybe take a screenshot of it and circle items and create a doc that you could share. I could also, we could set up a recorded session where you guys provide your comments, and then we can kind of work through those comments. As you're doing it live right there, we can kind of like walk through each of we're doing it live. And we can walk through each element of it, and you guys can kind of say, hey, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm going out of town this weekend. Actually, Wednesday night till I'll be back Monday. So it might be tough for me to get on a space, but
The other part of that, this kind of conversation also though is like the grant pay stuff, right? That kind of involves Shelley also. Have we managed to set anything up in that way before, or are we just kind of?
It's there. It's ready to be used. It just hasn't been implemented yet from a proposal standpoint. And you know, in the demo that I worked on, it has the grant pay integrated into that demo as well.
Okay.
So it's just like a one platform that is there for uh, providing opportunities to vote and go through and also submit applications and that type of thing. I don't know if I don't think Fury's seen it, but it might be something. Let me see if I can pull up a link to it so you guys can take a quick look at it right now and just have the link as well. And if you guys want to do kind of like an ad hoc thing where you provide some feedback that way, that would also work for us. But ultimately, like the whole point of it is to make it easier for, make it more transparent and easier for people to kind of see what has been um, processed already. So let me see if I can get a copy of this link here.
Yep. I don't have any opinions if we're waiting for me. Like I think right after Valentine's Day, 15 February might be a good time to have it begin and have it end sometime after ETH Denver, which ends on the 21st. I do think that the structure of the hackathon should be such that we really are only rewarding like very good products that like kind of come through it, and it's not just an opportunity for anybody who submits something to earn some money. Um, but I don't have strong opinions about it. In general, I'm hopeful that we're going to have some additional amounts of people who show up and are interested in building something. Mm.
And from like a date standpoint, I think like kick off the 16th of November and then, awards on the 21st. And then we can decide as that's true. Uh,
I mean, is that like the hackathon? I mean, overall, it's it's, I mean, all it essentially is marketing, right? I mean, all we're trying to do is just market a little bit to get developers interested. Um, it feels like this whole thing is just like very drawn out. Um, but I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So I have a question. Who is sponsoring it? Who is championing it? Who is the one that said, "Hey, we should do this," and then who picked up the ball from there?
So it's a joint effort between AVM Studio and then, yeah, it's part of the ecosystem um, initiatives. So I'm the champion.
All right. Well, maybe we should set up a call with you and Fury or whoever's gonna help you with it, so we can. Because I feel like we've talked about it 3 or 4 times on these calls, but it's always like, "Yep,
Yeah.
let's do it for the hackathon," or "Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds like a good idea for the hackathon,"
No,
but we don't have any idea what
and
the
I
fuck
think
we're doing, right?
yeah, no, totally. And Fury, you sent me all the information. Just create a proposal and pick some dates, and then we'll revise the proposal with the dates. So, that's where we're at with it. Let's just submit the proposal with what you've got outlined, and yeah, I think obviously we need to move somewhat quickly on it um, in order to be able to market it properly. And maybe it's like too quick of a turnaround to get the whole thing done during ETH Denver. So we just market it during ETH Denver, and then we do the actual hackathon like a week later.
Is it so? AVM Studios thing you're talking about Zarmian, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so he'll like, to answer Yayo's question further. I'm guessing that Zarmian will be playing a part in the review of participants, or what? Because we haven't talked to him specifically
We have
about this.
talked to him specifically about it.
No, but I mean, like in like this meeting, we haven't like had Zarmian say, I'm really pumped about doing a hackathon.
Yeah, I mean, he has said it in my ecosystem meeting, and then also in DMs that he's ready to do it
Okay.
and he's pumped to do it. So that is
Okay.
yeah, he's on board, and I think it's just really at this point, dates. I had sent to him last week the outline of of the what Fury had put together for the kind of how the hackathon's going to go, and he was on board with it, and I believe he also mentioned that he was on board with it during the builder meeting as well. I came up during that meeting, if I'm not mistaken. I wasn't there for it, but Fury, you were there for that, right? Last week's builder meeting. Yeah,
Okay, so ETH Denver is the 17th to the 21st of February, right?
that's right.
So, can we have the proposal by the end of week with whatever flyer Fury was talking about that you guys want to pass out as well? Okay. So, what about the flyer? Are you gonna have something available for us as well? Okay, that's fine.
outside print only. And I think it's like something that could be, you know, just an image that could be shared out from the Void main account, Twitter account. And then, you know, I don't know how much of this we want to really like. We should have like a QR code to it, and yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, did that answer all questions about this?
For now, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like we're trying to put something together, and we're just sitting there spinning in circles, right? So we need to get moving. Either shit or get off the pot. We're either gonna do it or we're not gonna do it, but we need to start moving on it. And if you're gonna come back and
Yeah.
ask me for money, you better come prepared with your shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we gotta move quickly. I agree. We gotta have, as Haruf said, something where we pay out only for finished products. Maybe we have a few prizes, but yeah, I
Yeah, so the
definitely.
outline, Fury,
Yes.
can you share the outline right now? The link to the doc that you have, so these guys can just like chew on it for a minute before the proposal gets sent. Sweet. And it's actually, I've got it too. It's in my DMs from you.
Oh,
And
shit.
are we sure that Zarmian's gonna be? Is he gonna be able to dedicate time to this? Is he gonna be pulled away from HOV?
I don't even know that he's working on HOV right now. I think they're just waiting for things. He's been working on the AVM thingamajig. Oh, let's see.
I can tell you that he has been working on HOV.
Oh yeah.
It's been work. He's all over the place. But that's why I'm asking. Like, if he's gonna actually take some time and dedicate it to this, right? Like, you can be excited for people to use your product, but if you're not going to be available to help out in case they run into issues, then that's really a problem, right?
Yeah. And that was what we discussed in the ecosystem meeting last week and the week before, to see if he was ready and on board with it. And I shared with him this document that I just shared in the chat here as well. And he's on board with being able to support.
So what's that? I'm looking at the document. Like, what's the bottom line for what the expectation is for like prizes and like what what kind of range of things we're expecting to have built? Certainly no front end.
Yeah, and it's we're looking for anything that utilizes voice smart contracts in a meaningful way. There's tabs on it. Why Voy Hackathon? Uh, so that's where the meat and potatoes are. We're looking for, and this is where there needs to be some more thought probably put into it. Like, what do we want to see, guys? So DeFi protocols, NFT platforms, and marketplaces. We kind of already have a couple of those things. On-chain games. I think there's a whole bunch of other things that we could be utilizing here, and it's up to us to figure out what are we gonna award prizes to and for, and it will probably require um, a panel of judges. So we'll want to have, Zarmian as a judge. We'll probably want to have, probably like Gov as a judge from the BA side of things. We'll probably want to have at least one or two or all of you guys, council members, as judges weighing in on who we should be awarding prizes to. I think the key outcomes that we were looking for were, increase in usage of the AVM Studio, projects deployed on Voy, that have like either an individual product manager or some type of team that would potentially follow through with continued support for whatever project that they're pushing out there. Also looking for just more, open source contracts that other projects might be able to use, those types of things. Well, we kind of need another bridge.
Why could it not build? That would be like number one priority for me, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
and
we
we
need another
want
bridge.
competition. Yeah, and if we've got competitors, like competition is healthy in my opinion. Um, you know,
The thing is, the bridge, the Fury. I'm sorry, dude, but the bridge is not working. You can't tell me we have a working bridge when we know it's a piece of crap. But why? Okay, why are we limiting it? Why are we telling people you can come build, but don't build X, Y, Z? That doesn't make any sense, right?
I also and I also think too, like this is kind of we're getting into like judging criteria, right? So as judges, that would be a criteria. Is this something that is new and never been done before that we think will drive more users? If yes, then that would, raise the criteria, but I don't know if we would say no, you can't build that stuff. I think the whole idea is to also battle test AVM Studio and get people to use it.
I think the big challenge for me is that like the grand prize of $3,500. It's got to be in the current state of things. It's got to be a good. It's got to be a good outcome in order to like support that kind of pricing. And I'm concerned that we're going to get a bunch of slop, and people are going to expect all the things to get paid out, and we're not going to want to pay out, you know, $5,000 for things that we don't believe that anybody in the ecosystem is actually going to use. So that's kind of yeah. But it's challenging to reduce the price because then you won't get as good a entrance at
And
the
we
same
should say
time.
you should always announce the total prize pool because that's just what everyone does. Um, and then you can have first prize be not 3,500, but have some sort of add-ons that if it's something's really good, it can get up to, you know, a couple thousand, 1,000.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with like an up to kind of verbiage. It's just,
Yeah, something where, yeah, if we get nothing that's good, maybe we're out 1,000. But if we get a lot of good stuff, then yeah, then maybe
and
it
it's
is
worth paying
4,000.
for.
Yeah, maybe it's 4 or 5,000 out of the coffer. It's well worthwhile.
And once again, like almost everything that we're talking about from an infrastructure perspective, like right now, it all needs to be involved with actually driving new users. You know, I mean, like, and none of this matters at all if we're not generating new individuals who are using the chain. Because yeah, the bridge doesn't work, but the people who are here currently have figured out how to navigate it.
I think
Navigate
like
its bullshit.
part of it
Yeah.
is also just like, hey, this is a marketing ploy, right?
Yeah,
We're trying to
yeah. The market,
market
I
to get
understand.
some visibility and not only attract new users but new developers, and you have to focus on the outcomes that are most important, right, to us right now. So is it visibility and getting the word out that, hey, we've got a chain that's built for community by community, and here's your opportunity to go build something and attract new users with whatever it is that you built. Or is it strictly, hey, look, we just want new users out of this project, and maybe that's not the right way to go about it.
Yeah, yeah. I get the fact that
We could have some sort of thing where they have to at least bring forward the app to us before we approve it for a hackathon. If they want to make a on chain dice rolling app, we'll say sorry, that's just not gonna cut it. But if they
I mean,
want to do
that's
something,
where it's like, all right, people submit their project, and then us as the judges of the of the contest, we're like, well, that doesn't meet the criteria, or that's not exactly what we were looking for.
yeah. But I guess I'd like to get that out of the way early so people don't waste a lot of time, and then we go, yeah, that's not something we're looking for. But they spent a lot of time.
how about requiring somebody in the community like agreeing that it's a good idea, or or something like that, because like none of this shit makes any sense unless they've actually asked the community like what people are interested in using or whatever else. If they're doing it just like, oh, I've got this like cool idea, so I'm going to build it. I mean, it's possible it'll get utilized, and it's possible that it won't. But if they reached out and talked to people, or if they had somebody like Zarmian say, that's a good idea, and it's something that you should be considering, building, then maybe that'd be the way to go about this stuff.
I just see that as like a barrier to entry.
No, I don't even think it's like it's not even the community. We all know who the people are. It's like
And we'll, also, yeah, we can approach Zarman to be like, hey, what do you think, are the top three things that could be developed using your platform? And those are the things that we're looking for this hackathon, plus an open option, right? Come
yeah,
do something crazy, and maybe you'll win the prize because you thought outside of the box. But these are the top three things that we would like to see.
yeah,
Yeah, that would be if we had a list of three. It could be three. It could be five. It could be 10, 20. If we have enough ideas.
Yeah, and I think some of the outcomes, at least that I had talked with him about previously, were, to get somewhere between 10 and 20 submitters, like people who are building and launching either contracts or full-fledged, front-end, back-end things. The platform itself is like a back-end thing. Um, but you can vibe up a front end for it and connect them. And then I know of at least one community member that's actively using it to build something interesting that would probably submit an application or submit an application to win the prize. And then yeah, I don't know if he'll win it depending on how it all turns out, but I know at least one person that would be submitting for this potentially if he's not too much of a pansy about his work.
yeah.
Someone we all
I'm,
know, but I will not
I'm,
name them.
When is Scotty going to submit? That's what I want to
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's who I'm talking about. There it is.
I was gonna say, I'm sure Shelley's has no problem submitting.
yeah. Um,
Well, I want Shelly to be a judge maybe.
All right. Well, I think we spent enough time on this. Get the proposal in. Let us see what you're planning on doing. But I personally do not think we should say don't come if you're going to build one of these because I think that's not good.
Yeah,
Like,
remove
even
barriers.
if they built, let's say they built a third Dex, that's more arbitrage
well, I mean,
opportunity.
let's also. I mean, Dex, yeah, maybe, but like, let's also face the facts that like even the Block Explorer is not like particularly tooled up on Void right now. I mean, like we've got things that are even still kind of like bare bones that
That's
could be
that's
improved
true.
by somebody.
I have no idea how to look at ARC 200 transactions on Block Explorer. I use Void rewards for all that.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things that are essentially low hanging fruit in the ecosystem if somebody knows how to do them properly that just have not been finessed because they were working okay. And like some of those things would be great, but at the same time, like we talked about earlier, these are not things that bring new users to the ecosystem. So it's challenging.
I still
Yeah,
think like part of the judging criteria, right? 1 out of 5. Does this bring new users to the blockchain? If
Yeah.
it's 1, that's a point, right? If it's 5, that's 5 points, and then you grade on a grid of different things, and that happens to be one of the judging criteria. And then all of a sudden at the end you've got a certain number of points by 5 judges, and boom, you have a winner. And then based on that you have like, okay, how much are we really gonna you know give these people for this grant, you know and or for this hackathon, and then are we gonna give them an opportunity to continue to it's an option to continue the growth of their project. We'll fund them an additional amount of, funds to keep building it, because we can't really expect that there's going to be like a full, production grade, product that is going to drive new users from a 5-day hackathon.
Right.
Like, there needs to be like a commitment to continued support. Maybe that is the thing. It's like, okay, here's $1,000, and you have an option for an additional, 2,500 or whatever, $4,000 to continue to develop this product if you commit to reaching these milestones in the future. I don't know. I'm just throwing out like other ways to skin the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think for me, it just feels a little bit bad because at the end of the day, what you do need is you need somebody who's tied into the community and committed to want to build, right? Not just the incentive of like a one-time thing. But I don't know that we're 100% going to be identifying that kind of person from a contest at this stage, But maybe it'd be great if you did. Anyway, all right. So we have some kind of move forward with this, right?
Yeah, let's just submit a proposal, and we'll work through it, the details on it, and if it passes, it passes. If it doesn't, then we'll try again at a later date. And back to the governance platform piece. I've got a link to the kind of dummy version that is just a mock-up at this stage. But you guys can kind of get in there, provide some feedback, and then also, or at least send me feedback, or we can set up a dedicated time to walk through the feedback, and I can, to get your guys' live opinions in a recorded, session.
Okay. Do you guys want to just like set up a time to?
Yeah, let's do it. Who's available tomorrow afternoon at, let's say, 3:00 Pacific time?
Most of them are beginning to be available after 5 Mountain, which is around 3 Pacific or 4 Pacific. I'm
I
available.
can hop on. I'll be in the truck all day. I can hop on and listen as available.
So 3. I can probably, at least I have somewhere I have to go, but I could also try and.
So I'll book an hour from, let's say, 3:30 to 4:30, and I'll send you guys all a message for the link to the meeting.
Yep.
Just some homework tonight, I guess. For those who are going to join that meeting, just go through and click around and just have some thoughts as you come into the meeting.
Okay. Let's call that the homework for tonight and tomorrow. I think we've beat the horse enough tonight.
Okay. I didn't realize that you're gonna have PETA coming after you. Animal cruelty over here.
The horse actually was really enjoying it. The horse was like, "Oh my God, I'm almost there," So we need to cut it early.
Oh boy. Between beating horses and herding cats,
Yep. Anybody else have anything that we need to discuss tonight?
No, just want to double check. The only thing I have as an action item is to review this website. for tomorrow's meeting?
Yeah, I'd probably vote on the new stuff that's available for voting.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Then.
let's call it.
And then
on
the other action
Right.
item was for me to submit a proposal to remove design grants.
Yeah. And Fury to find a way to make it so that people can't swindle us out of competition money.
Yeah, I did speak briefly with Gov. He is not finalized on that yet. He's had a family issue come up, and he will be on it.
For what? Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you talking transparency reports?
I mean, I guess you could try that. What's really wild is, we have like a Void ecosystem page that is supposed to be related to, like linking to all of these different things and be a host page for data like this. But as far as I know, we don't have any way to update it or edit it. So I don't even know who's in charge of that. Okay. All right, let's call it. I'm done.
All right.